Torah portion 49. Ki Tetze, when you go out. Devarim 21 verse 10 to 25 verse 19. Devarim chapter 21. When you go out to fight your enemy, and see a woman fair of form, and her you desire to marry, you shall give her a month to mourn. When a man marries 2 wives and both have children, if the first son is of the unloved, he remains the firstborn. A son refusing to let go of drunkenness and gluttony is brought to be stoned by the elders of his city. When a man for judgment hangs on a tree, before sunset him you have to bury. Thereafter his body is not to be seen, or else the Adamah will be unclean. Devarim chapter 22. Return whatever your brother has lost, or his animals gone astray. Swapping clothes for men and women around is not the way. Let the mother go when you see a nest with young. In this way your days you will prolong. For your roof you must build a railing. In your vineyard have no seed mixing. An ox and donkey the same yoke don't bear. A garment of mixed material you don't wear. Your outer garment shall show tzitzit clear. When a man brings a bad name on a virgin of Yisrael, a fine of silver he pays to the father of the girl. If true, she shall be stoned to remove the evil. If a man violates an engaged girl whose cry could not be heard, he shall pay with his life. But if she is a virgin not engaged and they are discovered, he pays the father and she becomes his wife. Devarim chapter 23. When in a state of war, the camp must be clean. No impurities by Adonai must be seen. He is in your midst, for victory on him you can lean. An escaped slave you do not oppress. Allow him to live among you where he chooses. No prostitution is allowed for your son or daughter. No harlot fees are allowed for a vow you slaughter. To a brother you do not lend anything at interest. Fulfill your vows, keep what has gone from your lips. You may eat from your neighbor's field, but not take away in a vessel of his yield. Devarim chapter 24. When a man divorces because of indecency he discovered, taking her again is not allowed. Sin on the land will be incurred. For 1 year, a newly married groom is from army released. No pledging of an upper or lower millstone is received. You shall not allow a kidnapper to live. A hired servant's wages the same day you give. Fathers and children take responsibility for their own sin. Don't twist right ruling, for you were a slave in Mitzrayim. In harvest time remember the stranger, fatherless, and widow. Leave to them the gleanings when you reap what you did sow. Devarim chapter 25. In a dispute where the criminal needs a beating, give appropriately in the presence of the judge's seating. Even an ox is allowed to eat while threshing. A man who leaves a widow without a son receives an heir by his brother, giving her one. If he refuses, before the elders his sandals she shall remove. By this he shall be known in Israel as proof. You shall have a weight and measure that is right. This will prolong on the promised soil your life. Remember what Amaleq did to all the feeble ones in your rear, when you came out of Mitzrayim, because Elohim he did not fear. Blot out his name as you do not forget this year by year.